Okay, so the questions were what? What is the difference between a class that you've learned something in and a class that you haven't learned something in? What is science, and then the word association list. So this is what you guys gave me. I learned something in math, but not in gem. Okay, just being honest. Science is where you've learned about the earth and space and chemicals and living, non-living things. Okay. Then I gave you a word association, and here's what they gave me. Trees, concerts, Hawaii, video games, life, charts, science class. Okay, that's what you gave me. All right. What is the difference between a class you learned something and haven't learned something in? They wrote the question and didn't answer it. Okay? All right. One class you pass and the other one you fail. All right? That might be the case between you learning or not learning. Okay? By the way, I'm of the philosophy I don't give grades, I record them. That's the difference. Okay. They said science is the subject about life and what each one thing does to make life. Okay. Here's the word association. Race bikes, headphones, okay, surfboard, twins, heart change, moon, biology. Okay. A teacher who was engaging and taught the material well. Well, hopefully by the end of this school year, you might be able to say the same thing about me. One of the things my colleague, Mr. McKinney, always say, it's a two-way street. The more you're willing to put in, the more you're going to get out of this. And I don't know if this is the most important subject for you. To me it is, because I'm teaching it. But my goal is to teach you a good course in science, teach you how to think and solve problems. Because the knowledge you learn now is going to be revised, because science is a process and it's constantly revising what's going on. What we know now versus 50 years ago is amazing. You guys, right now, if you could talk to some of the geneticists in the 50s, they would be blown away by what ninth graders are going to learn. When you could tell them about the Human Genome Project, tell them about how we understand how DNA and RNA interact and how that makes amino acids and proteins, and then we link that to genes. So you guys, and if you could travel back in time with the knowledge you're going to learn in this class and all your classes, is that you'd be like the genius of the planet, right? What you're doing now, a couple years ago, they were doing on the, say, graduate level. So that's kind of an amazing thing. Now, next door in the AP Bio class, they're actually doing genetic engineering. They're transforming DNA from a bacteria and sticking a gene in and making it express those genes and seeing what happens. Okay, so those are going to bring in a second. Let me read one more. And then, like I said, I do read all these cards. How the teachers and if it complies with the student's way of learning. Okay, that's their answer. All right, the way of learning. Well, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge you to learn in a variety of ways. There's no one way to learn something. Everything we do, you're going to see standard traditional notes where it's directed by me. You're going to see parts where you're working with your colleagues. You're going to parts where I'm going to give you a lead question and we don't know the answer. We're going to find out. Because that's what good science says. We follow steps. We demand evidence. And the evidence helps us make the conclusion. We don't do a conclusion first. We ask a question, we come up with an experiment, and we test that question. And we'll see what happens. All right? I'm going to stop this. Thanks for your questions. I will read all the rest of them and look forward to teaching you guys this year.